With Halloween right around the corner, I thought we could go over my top 10 most wanted skins for their Halloween event, going over which characters should get costumes based on other things. There is artwork going on in the background, and we'll talk about those at the end, but let's start off with my number 10 pick. Jokerized Batman. A Batman who is in a green and purple outfit with Joker makeup, more so appearing to look like the Joker himself. He could have unique animations and maybe even some unique voice lines, maybe giving him Mark Hamill's voice lines, or maybe going with the Batman who laughs. You could even make original voice lines if you really wanted to, but a legendary Joker outfit would be awesome. Next up, Jason the Teddy Bear. Having Jason being in a giant teddy bear outfit would be hilarious, even especially if you give him different stuffed animals and pillows instead of his normal axes and knives. An epic variant, maybe even blue, depending on how different they make him. Also, changing his to different plushy sound effects would be pretty funny. Tom and Jerry being in costumes based on other characters is much more accurate, I think would make more sense and would look better than changing them to a completely different character. But for the costume for Tom and Jerry, I think going for a Finn costume with Tom and maybe a Jake costume for Jerry would be pretty interesting, giving them different animations for the lobby to make them more like best buds instead of hurting each other. Epic variant for sure. Next up, Black Adam. I think it would be really funny if the Black Adam Halloween skin was him dressing up as the 80s style Rock with his hair and his fanny pack. I know that there's a lot of people that don't necessarily jive with my idea of Black Adam being a joke character with jokey skins and emotes, but I think that's the perfect direction to take Black Adam, and it would make for a funny Halloween skin regardless. Giving him maybe a unique voice, maybe not, depending on how you want to do it. Epic variant at the least, maybe legendary depending on how different he is. Lakers LeBron James. LeBron James is a character that's kind of just in this game. I don't really know what they're doing with him in terms of marketing and using him in promotional stuff, but having him in a Lakers outfit in maybe a blue, maybe even a green variant for Halloween would be pretty good. I'm sure a lot more LeBron fans from outside the game would play it if their favorite character had his actual uniform. Scooby-Doo not being in the game at all really requires me to get creative to get him in the game. Having Jake dress up as Scooby-Doo would be pretty cool. Maybe you can still see Jake's eyes and mouth, but everything else is covered up with Scooby-Doo costume. You can even give him a collar which Jake doesn't normally wear. At the very least, a blue variant, possibly a purple variant. Finn is another character that I think would be a pretty fun character to have a skin for, and the fact that we don't have Robin in the game yet for Batman to duo up with is kind of sad. LeBron is funny, but having a more close to home, lore accurate Robin would be nice. So Finn will be getting a Damian Wayne Robin costume, changing his sword and changing his backpack to a more cape style backpack. Of course, you need the backpack itself for animations and moves, but you can maybe change it to a really thick cape that drapes over his backpack or something. There's ways to do it, and of course, use Damian's hair over Finn's hat. Banana Guard. I know I kind of ended up doing one for every single Adventure Time character, but hear me out with this one. Hot Dog Guy. From the amazing world of Gumball. Literally just change him to Hot Dog Guy. That's literally it. Maybe change the spear to a hot dog too. A big burrito maybe. Regardless, a legendary variant for Banana Guard, that is literally the hot dog guy, would be the funniest thing in the entire game, and hopefully they can do it. Now on to my top 2. We're going to start off with Reindog. Reindog having a lion skin based on Lion from Steven Universe. You wouldn't have to change much, adding a mane and making the tail a little bit different, but otherwise, this would just be a texture swap. It would be pretty easy to implement, but I could see why they would maybe make it a legendary. And for the final one, Steven Universe obtaining a Wonder Woman costume to go over himself. It would also change his shield, and this would at the very minimum be a purple variant, giving him unique animations, and of course the new shield. Maybe a legendary if they wanted to add some different voice lines. Anyway, that is my most wanted skins for Halloween. What do you guys want to see? What characters should they do? Make sure you guys put your suggestions down below, and I will be leaving you with the rest of this speed paint. Bye-bye.